Hello, welcome to the video. This is my first phone review of the Wiko Ride for Boost Mobile. This is a budget device currently retailing for $39.99 plus tax from Boost. I think shipping is free for 2 days. It's a French company. I've looked up some videos online. They've been around. They have a pretty large footprint in France, and they do have other devices, but this is their first foray into the US market. I ordered this from Boost. I did unbox it already. I have the device right here. Now, totally budget. Okay. 29 well, I'm not looking to do any of that. This isn't activated yet, so what can I say? The phone definitely lags a lot. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm even considering possibly trying to send it back. Keep getting a bunch of warnings because it's not activated. But I did unbox it. You don't get much in the box except for the phone itself, of course. Comes in a pretty cool secondary box in here. Okay. There we go. Wiko Ride. Just your basics. Came in this little baggie. I will say it did have a screen protector on it that was totally getting completely covered with fingerprints very quickly. It was factory installed. It was installed very, very nicely, but I did take it off because there was just fingerprints all over it. I don't think it was like a high-end glass type of screen protector. So you get the Wiko Ride, of course. You just get a charger block and a charge cable. You get your books. Just basic. Basic as basic could be. No headphones, like I said. I had a problem putting the battery in. I could not get the cover off, and I was pushing and pushing and pushing and prying and doing all kinds of stuff on the to the back cover. I couldn't get it off for nothing. I'm going to show you how it did come off, but this is the back. Has like a it's like a textured pattern. It's like small diamond pattern. If you can see it, it says a Wiko on there. But there's a notch over here. Let's see. There's a little notch in the front bottom right, like on the side, and you kind of have to get your finger in there, and like the whole cover comes off, like around the sides and everything. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like the whole cover comes off with like the side buttons and everything. So the notch is located right where my left thumb is. You'll have to forgive my hands. I'm a tradesman. I work with my hands all day long. And I've pretty much been doing that my whole life. And I enjoy it, but My hands are not for a modeling agency, let's say. Removable battery, which is good. Pretty large battery. Footprint wise, it's only 2,500 milliamps, which is not really a lot. Phone's kind of tall. It's 5.45 inches. I guess it's like borderline. Well, maybe from today's standards, it's a phablet. All plastic construction. Okay. Let's press this back on. Very laggy, and I'm very disappointed in it. I mean, I know it is what it is, and you know, you can't expect too much for a $39.99 phone. Here's the startup Wiko Game Changer. I think I have the volume up. Got a little boot up process on it, not too long. And yeah, this is the phone. Good for calls. I mean, it has what it has, not too much bloatware. Okay, keeps wanting me to activate. We're not doing emergency calls or anything like that. Device has not been activated. No, we don't want to activate it. Comes pre-installed with like Amazon. Let's see what else is on here. Amazon shopping. And there was something else. I think it's Amazon Prime somewhere down here. There it is, Prime Video. Yeah, but not too much bloatware. Pretty streamlined in terms of what it's pre-installed with. I'll give you a quick sample of, say, browser. I'm not going to send any information or anything. I don't want to sign into Chrome. Okay, because I'm just, you know, just doing this now here. So I'll do a search. Say up here, we'll say type in address. We'll say Boost Mobile. How about them? Okay, we'll try it. Give you an idea of the load time on it. I don't want to send my location. Not terrible. You can see it does work. I'll sort the phones high to low. Usable. Okay. Sometimes, see, the screen is plastic, so you like press it harder than you have to a little bit. And you have to like drag it a little bit. So if I press get it now here, see a little bit of the load time. It comes in a little choppy, you know, takes a few seconds, but it gets there. I mean, it works. It's gotta work. But this phone feels every bit of $39.99. See some YouTube. You see it's a little choppy. It doesn't load real quick. You could see the loading circle in the bottom there. You know, it's a little choppy, a little jittery. But I mean, hey, the thing works. I'll give you a little sample size of the audio, maybe. Good, got it all the way up. I mean, usable. Viewing angles are not fantastic, I gotta tell you. You're gonna struggle with that. You can see as you tilt it, it kind of starts to lose some of the visibility. Not so much from the home screen. I noticed that from some other websites, like the black would almost turn white. Storage for me also, I noticed, I think like almost 7.5 gigs of memory are taken up by the device, just to run itself. Yeah, here it is right here. We don't want security location. Storage. Now I don't have a thing loaded on here, and it's 51% used already. Okay, so 8.12 gigs have already been used. What if I click free up space? I don't think it's going to do anything. Confirm and free up junk files. Okay. Yeah, we free up. Clear it. Let's see. I don't think that gave us anything. Still, a lot of, okay, I freed up 0.02 gigs. So I went from 8.12 used to 8.10 used. Still 51%. So you don't have a lot of room to, load a lot of apps or videos or this type of thing. You have to keep the phone relatively clean. Also noticed it said Sprint somewhere. It doesn't say Boost like at the top. It says Sprint. I don't know if that bothers people, but I know I have family members with Boost phones. It says Boost in the upper left-hand corner. This just doesn't say anything right now, but I did notice that it was showing service as Sprint when I first turned it on. Maybe it cleared itself now because it knows I'm not activating it now, or maybe it's just not activated. It does have an FM radio, but you do not need Wi-Fi to use the FM radio, which I thought was super cool, but you can't just throw it on. You have to have headphones plugged in, and the headphones act as an antenna. I thought that was something a little cool. Camera, not great. I don't know if we could take a sample picture. I don't even know if this is workable here. I mean, it works, basic. This is like for a kid, maybe a child, or an emergency phone, daily driver. I don't know. You might be in for quite a surprise. My personal opinion, I did give this some thought. I would add another $10 or $20 and buy a used iPhone 5 or 5S, and you're gonna get so much more. Ridiculous amount of quality compared to this. Good first phone. If you're coming from anything name brand, you're going to be in for a shock and a half. That I could say. Um, Wiko, cheap, usable. I've struggled with it. Stuttery, jittery, um, slow, bad camera, etc., etc. So anyway, good luck, guys. I would say save your money and buy a used iPhone 5 or 5S. Have a great day.